Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. We got ourselves a replay analysis for today. This is Gold 3, and this is NotPasqual. So let's jump into it and see what we can do to help him out. Alright, so you made it out of bronze, out of silver, and now you're into gold. And you're trying to get into plat and you're stuck. Alright, good patience there. If you're more confident, you can totally go after this. Remember, look how far away this guy is. He's still past midfield here, so it's totally fine for you to go after this. But you can wait here first, right? And then go. Rather than just sitting here entirely. Because obviously you don't want to keep going, because if he hits us over here, it'll be over your head. So you could sit here like you did before, but you can actually keep going ahead after the ball bounces off. So you could be doing this right now, and you can 50 it maybe to the left, go over here into empty space, and you can follow it up there. Okay. What just happened here? Oh, this is a bot? I guess this is not competitive. But this is fine, though. It is what it is. Okay. You don't want to get too close, because you don't know what's going on, right? You're not changing off of ball cam. So, if you look, you can see that Emmy Super Smile is going after the ball, right? He's going to probably go up the wall here. So you gotta position back more so the ball doesn't go over your head. And then you can go after it. Right? Doesn't really... It makes it just safer, because let's face it here, there's a high probability that the ball can go right back and you're too close. Because you're technically the second man. You're way too close to the play. Right? In this position here, you're second man. Right? He's going after the ball, so you're second man. You don't want to get too close, but it's good that they messed up. Good try on the shot there. Your mechanics will improve over time. Remember my Road to GC series in the beginning? I highly recommend you watch those, the beginning videos, because they go over the low ranks and what to do. A lot of the times I just sit around and I just let the ball come to me, and I just boom it onto their side. Like, for example, this. You know the ball is going to come towards you eventually, right? This guy is obviously going to hit this ball first before Yuto does. So you can kind of just assume the ball is going to come to you, so you can just sit here like this, and then you can go after it, or you can fake challenge. Doesn't really matter. Because you're too close again. You see how the ball goes right over your head? You can stay back right here and just see what happens, right? And then you can turn around here, right? And you can just shadow defend. Alright, good defense on your teammate there. Okay, I don't think this was good. Why? Because you gotta check what they're doing. He's not even going after this ball. So in theory, you can just catch it, right? Catch it and bring it over here. Dribble it. You have more of a chance of scoring if you do that, rather than throwing away possession. Bad block by them. Get a nice goal. Okay, I don't like how you're hovering up like this. Especially when you don't have ball cam on. It's just kind of... You're hoping that the ball would come towards you, right? It'll go onto their side of the field. But the problem is, what happens if this ball is going towards your net? What you should get in the habit of is just turning back around, right? You see that this ball doesn't really look like it's going to go over here. So you turn around quickly. You turn around, right? Now you're back on defense over here. Right, and then you can go after it. What a shot, okay. I think your positioning wasn't that bad at all. It's just here. No one decided to challenge this. I think you assumed your teammate would go after it. But he is driving towards you, so he's probably thinking you're going to go after it because he's giving you the signal that he's rotating. Even though it's pretty bad rotation. He should have drove over here behind you rather than in front of you because it's confusing. So it's just okay. This is a good position to have, but you dive in too early. He still has a chance to hit this ball way before you can even read it, which is exactly what happens. So the ball goes over your head, and your teammate is doing something here. Yeah, he pushes in when he shouldn't have either. So it's just people in this rank don't know, like, spacing, and they don't know the threat. Like, you didn't see that this was a threat. You actually could have stayed right here. Right? Watch how much simpler this would be. You just stood right here. Jump up and hit it. So, just next time, the ball is in your corner, just don't go after it. You gotta see if they can mess themselves up. Okay, this jump was pointless. Again, he's falling towards this ball. He could possibly hit this ball again, so you gotta wait it out. And wait back here. And then you can go after it and power shot it into the net there, so. Ooh, good try. What an insane block. Alright, you can take your time here. Oh my. Okay, so once you mess up here, you gotta get out. So, like, this happens, and then instead of going to the left, just go this way. Right? Turn around, jump up after it, and hit it again. Because I don't know why you're still going after this ball. There's no point, right? What happens if this ball goes over both of your heads? No one's back here. So that's why you gotta position as much... You gotta cover as much field as possible. Okay, this is... Oh, you can actually get it. Try. Okay, I was gonna say, this is not really that great. Because Boogie here can get it. And you don't have a lot of boost. Remember, you just spawned. So 33 boost isn't enough at the speed you're going. Now you overcommitted. Teammate can finish that. Nice. Decent kickoff. That guy caught it? Okay, you don't want to go after this. You have no momentum at all here, right? You stopped. You actually could have just kept driving forward, believe it or not. Because you have momentum to shadow defend later. So if you kept going this way, right, look, you can rotate back here sooner. Right? Now you're over here. You open for a teammate's pass. Okay, that doesn't happen. Now you can go back and shadow defend. Okay, you can go hit the ball here. You know what I mean? Now you're screwing yourself up by being so aggressive. like this. There's no reason to follow this ball unless you're trying to demo this guy. I kind of see. I guess you're kind of... I think that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to demo. But you're still following the play. Just hit the brakes. Just get out of there. Right? Okay, you can't get him, right? So just brake right here. At this speed, you should be able to stop, like, right here. And then just see what happens here. Right? Okay, jump up after it. So you can follow up with your teammate sooner rather than this. So you're backwards. You're not doing anything. You gotta cover for your teammate, and you gotta cover as much of the field as possible. Nice shot from teammate. Okay, you don't want to jump. Again, you're not understanding the threat, and you're not understanding that you're just totally beat to this ball. This is fine. Inching up like this is totally fine, but don't jump. Please don't jump. Let's be realistic here. You see, here's the thing about playing Rocket League. A lot of people forget how to see... Like, I don't know how to describe this. Like, I know people don't have the, you know, the game sense of a grand champ, but I feel like, think of it as a sport, right? Like in soccer, you can tell somebody has possession of the ball just based off of where the ball is relative to the person, right? If the ball is right next to a soccer player, he's got possession, right? You don't want to get so overcommitting onto that guy, right? Because he can just hit the ball right around you if you dive in, right? So that's why if you notice in soccer, how they defend, they usually give the person with the ball some space, and they shadow defend by stepping backwards, or, you know, doing like a little backwards skip. I don't know how to describe it, but I think you guys get the point. Same thing here. You don't need to dive in on this. Why? Because he could just flick it over you. Same thing with soccer. If I was coming in onto this guy like this, he can just hit the ball either to the left or the right. Right? And since I'm moving so fast, I can't just instantly turn this way or this way. Same thing here. Once you jump, you can't move anywhere anymore. Right? So now you're overcommitted. But luckily, you're able to get back. So, if you want to be a little bit more efficient, right? You don't jump. You bait him, and you can drive like this. See how you're already back here? And you can do pretty much the same thing you're doing now. So, it's much more efficient. I know it doesn't look that dangerous in this replay, but I promise you it's going to bite you in the ass if you're in a higher ranked lobby. Right? If I did that as a Grand Champ, that would have been disaster. It's okay to just drive. To drive challenge. People just keep assuming that jumping is like the best thing in the world. See, this is better. See, you can turn around sooner. See how you see the difference? If you jumped, you'd be still back here. So, now you're back on defense. You're a little too close. I would like you to be positioned right here, facing this way. So, if it goes middle, you can go there, or if it goes back, you can turn away sooner than being pointed this way, right? You gotta be pointed this way, because you're covering both options. Either you can turn this way to go midfield for a pass, or if the ball is going towards your side of the field, you can turn this way. Rather than if you're doing this, you're only covering for the pass, rather than looking behind you. Because if you're like this, you gotta turn even more behind you. You see what I mean? You gotta position diagonally and be standing around over here. Right? And then you can go after it. Well, actually not there because they would beat you, but you get the point. You gotta cover as much of the options as you can. Okay, this was bad. Why? Because you jumped and you hit the ball away. You panicked. Watch what happens. Look, no one's even challenging this. They're both facing this way. You know what I mean? Here's what you do. You use your ball cam. I mean, you turn off your ball cam. Turn off your ball cam, and you look to your right. Okay, I can actually just push this ball forward, right? I'll hit it with the nose of my car, and I'll be able to just drive, you know, with the ground dribble away from literally everybody. Look, there's nobody here. Excuse me, there's nobody here. So that would have been a better option. But with this, you screwed yourself over. What's going on here? Okay. Okay, that's a bad hit from your teammate. Nice save, man. Love to see it. Okay. Let's discuss for the 50 millionth time why the corner is a death trap. I say this all the time in my videos. The reason, if you're in this guy's shoes, you don't do this. Why? Because it's ball logic. The ball is going to bounce right back into middle. And guess who's waiting in middle? The whole freaking team. Right? Look at this. That shit would have scored if you were like half a second late. This was bad. You know what Yuto should have done? Nothing. He literally should have done nothing. He should have rotated wider. He knows the... Come on. It's using your brain and your eyes. With this direction, you know the ball is going to bounce this way. So, you got to rotate this way. And then turn after it. You see how much safer it is? And this is the vision that low-ranked players just don't have. And it's not that hard to figure out. It's just you guys are not consciously thinking about real-life physics and how things work. You know what I mean? And he's also panicking, too. He thinks hitting the ball is the best thing in the world. That's an unfortunate dodge. It is what it is. Like, this is why I teach players more game sense than mechanics. Like, I don't really make fun of your mechanics. Like, I know you're gold, you know? I'm not concerned about you missing this. Like, you definitely should have scored this, don't get me wrong. Like, this was definitely an easy one. Like, you flipped. Why are you dodging? Right? Here's the game sense part. Right? Let's score this the game sense way. Right? You're trying to score the mechanical way. You're just trying to hit the ball as hard as you can into net. Right? But you're not mechanically consistent enough. So, how do I do this in a safer way? You don't dodge. You let the ball go into middle a little more, and you just drive into it. And when you drive into it, you can keep adjusting your car based off what the ball is doing. Rather than this, you threw the ball away so hard, now you can't reach it, and it missed. So, that's the smarter way. That's the game sense way of scoring. You gotta do everything smarter. Make it easy on yourself. You're dodging too much, by the way. You don't need to flip. Right? Just drive. The ball is not going to zoom past you at 100 miles an hour. You can actually stick around, and then you can turn back around. Right? Boom. Power shot into the net. Again, you don't need to jump. Why? Because he dodged. If you see he dodged. He won't hit this ball. There's no threat anymore. Yeah, he's close, but he's gone. Right? He's mid-animation. He can't magically jump onto the ball. So if you see that and recognize his car language, okay, I will just effing hit this ball lightly and I'll dribble it with the space that I'm given, right? Look what happens. I can dribble the ball in or go for a low 50. It is much, much easier. I mean, this works because you have all the space in the world anyways, but I'm just saying for future reference, you don't have to do it that way. Oh, that's close. Oh, teammate's not giving you space, and that's why you guys get scored on. You see, look at this for example, right? Look at Emmy here. Emmy super smile. Look how patient this person is. Didn't jump after immediately. Why? Because this person knows that he could be beat. Or she. Its name is Emmy, so I'm assuming it's a she. But either way, she's waiting to see what he's doing. Any other player would have just jumped right after us because this looks like a nice clip opportunity. Yeah, I can totally hit a backboard read. No. The smarter option is to just see what happens. See? An even easier shot that's more likely to go in. That's how you gotta play. Moving faster doesn't mean it's better. Good low 50. Oh. See, I'm telling you, just power shot. That's all I did in the Road to GC series. Just it's not mechanical at all. You just throw the ball into the net and then it'll work. Alright, so there's nothing left of this replay. Ugh. Tired. Alright, so what you need to do is you just need to look at the opponent's car language and use your camera more. Try to cover as much of the field as you can. Make sure you don't double commit with your teammate. Right? You got to make sure that doesn't happen. Just play more relaxed. Just let the ball come to you. If you see that they're closer to the ball, you're most likely beat, so don't go after it. If the ball's in the corner, don't go after it. Just wait for the ball to come to you. That's it. Because remember, these players are also low ranked. If you think about it. So that means that they're likely to make a lot more mistakes. So you got to play for the mistakes. Just position calmly. Position behind your teammate so you can cover for his mistakes. And you'll be set. Your speed of play itself is not really the problem. It's just your decision making and where you position yourself is the problem. So if you just start consciously playing and being aware of what's going on, you know, you'll actually start seeing easy results. Like, it'll happen immediately, trust me. Like, this was good. You didn't challenge, you didn't dive in on this, right? Because you know the ball's going to come towards you anyways. You get a nice 50 off of it. You know what I'm saying? This is fine, but your teammate messed it up. This is just a kickoff goal. I think because you dodged wrong? Yeah. Again, playing calmly, right? Using the camera. Look around. No one's doing anything. Everyone's so far away, right? Let me just push the ball this way towards empty field, right? The key to your success, right? Anyone who's lower ranked, or anybody in general in any rank, the key to ranking up is your environment. What is happening on the field? What is the play at hand? The play at hand here, right, is to push this ball into open field. Look how close you are compared to them. You're definitely going to save this ball if you just drive it this way. Just trust the process. They're waiting for you to make a mistake, right? Look how much more calm they are. See, no one's diving. Yeah, they're far away, but no. See, one of these players could have rushed in. No, but they're waiting. You see how they're both waiting for Yuto to do something? Right? And look, oh, you got a heavy touch? Then they're there to capitalize off it. What they're doing is what you should be doing. They're just waiting for you to F up. That's literally it. So do the same thing to them, because they're going to F up so many times. And it's happened because you've scored, your team scored what? 4, 5, 6 goals, right? You scored 6 times. And you got scored on because your team F'd up so many times. Just focus on defense. Just chill out. Alright, so if I were to summarize what you need to do, use your camera more. Understand the threats, meaning like when you should challenge and when you shouldn't challenge. And let the ball come to you. That's all you gotta do, alright? That's it. Alright, so that's it for this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed, to anyone who's in the Gold 3 or early Plat area, if you guys found this helpful, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.